His Highness cared a lot for our country, and I vividly remember on my first real corporate presentation to him.
Is also a multinational.
I was a typical corporate executive who was presenting growth for the business and that type of thing. And he then asked me the question,
MSS mission is there.
Joe, what you have just presented, is it sustainable and how does it help the country? I was taken aback because as a corporate leader, you tend to focus on the P&L and the delivery of the profit. But it told me what kind of leader I am now working for. Because he cared for what the organization did as far as how it helped develop the country. He was very big on the fact that a free press must exist for the political and economic development of the country. He was also very particular about being fair to the subjects that you report. You know, the relationship between the press and government tends to be addressed as the fact that everybody has an opportunity to express their opinion, but you cannot create your own facts. The free press is based on that. It's a value he held very dearly. The other thing I would say personally, as I presented to the Aga Khan or as I interacted to him, he was a very different type of leader. I almost felt like I was presenting to my father rather than to a typical corporate head who was driving the business forward. So those are some of the few things I remember about him. He was a very, very pleasant man. He was a gentleman. Make no mistake, he was clear about what he wanted to achieve, but the manner in which he did it was very amiable. His Highness cared a lot for our country, and I vividly remember on my first real corporate presentation to him. I was a typical corporate executive who was presenting growth for the business and that type of thing. And he then asked me the question,
that does not mean,
Joe, what you have just presented, is it sustainable and how does it help the country? I was taken aback because as a corporate leader, you tend to focus on the